Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel for another 112 scale figure unboxing and review video. And today we are going to look at this Mafex number 130 from Medicom, and this is the Captain America Endgame version. As usual, Mafex tends to delay their figures a couple of times, and this is no exception at all. But that is not the big issue here. The one that I'm worried about is the quality control for this figure, because I have seen a lot of bashing and negativity in my Facebook close group. So hopefully mine here doesn't have any issue or any missing parts or broken parts at all. And just for your information, I bought my figure from amiami.com. I've shared the link down below in my video description for your reference, and you can check it out if this figure is still available or not. So without further ado, let's check it out, its box art design first, shall we? So at the front here, we can see a clear type of window box. We can see the figures and the accessories inside. At the bottom here, we can see the figures and the Captain America name, and we have this Avengers Endgame title, Mafex and Medicom logo, and they're using the time travel suit pattern as a main theme for this box design. This is the side of the box, Captain America figure wielding the Mjolnir. And this is the other side of the box, which is very nice. We have a close-up view for the figure. And at the back we have this promotional image of this action figure with its accessories included, and we have this company name at the bottom, websites, and Marvel official logo. And at the top we have this Avengers Endgame title, and at the bottom here we have these unreadable legalese, warnings, ages 15 and ups, barcodes, and authenticity sticker. And now let's do the unboxing, shall we? So we got two trays of this plastic cover over here, and this one is the figure. Just I can open it. So as you can see here, there is no missing parts or anything like that. I think it is complete. We have all the accessories inside, the stand, and the manual over here. So I'll be looking at it just a little bit later, and then just take a look quickly at the figure itself. As you can see here, there's no missing parts or anything like that. So far so good. The figure looks intact. There's no missing parts, joint, or broken joints over here, so that is pretty nice. We're going to look at a little bit more later. Alright, so let's go. So guys, these are the accessories that he is included with, and I think it is safe to say that this is the most complete Endgame, Captain America Endgame version accessories that we have so far in the market. So yeah, really applaud Mafex for this. And then we have multiple of interchangeable hands. We have two types of shield over there. We have the battle damage and the clean one, and we have two types of head sculpt over there, the unmasked Steve Rogers over there, and then the helmeted version with slightly angry emotion over there. And then we have an empty helmet, which this is probably the reason I buy this Captain America figure. And then we have the Mjolnir with its lightning effects, and then we have another Mjolnir with this spinning effect over here with a stand. So I think maybe this has a little bit of weight to it, so this one is an accessory to support the Mjolnir. So this one, I think the acrylic connection here is for the shield over here that we apply at the back of the figure. So yeah, this is the basic Mafex stands, which I will use eventually. And then we have this manual, and I think I should read it first before I handle and play with these accessories. So yeah, we have this gripping interchangeable hands over here. This is for gripping the shields, and then this is another gripping hands over here. This is for holding the Mjolnir, and then pointy finger gesture over here. And then we have a relaxed hands, a slightly open hands, and lastly throwing shields hands. So yeah, and then we have this shield over here. We have two type of it, the battle damage version and the clean version over here. And for the clean version, it has a pretty nice finish to it, very metallic looking, especially on the red one, and it does bump the light pretty nice. And for the battle damage version, I could not determine how accurate this is, the shape of this battle damage area over here, maybe you can tell me how accurate it is, comment down below, right? But this one is a bit toned down. The red is not that shiny as this one, and it does have a scratch mark here and there, so that is pretty nice. I just wish that it looks a bit more visible, make it rougher on the tone of these gray scratches over here. That is my only gripes. So at the back here we have the straps design, and one of them can be removed just like that. Alright, so you can actually swap the interchangeable straps over here, swap it. You can just do that. And if you want to do the throwing pose for Captain America, you can use this throwing hands over here. Just slot into the fixed strap over here. Then from this angle it is pretty nice, pretty secure, but once you tilt it down it will eventually fall, so that is not good, right? So yeah, so for the acrylic piece over here, I will show you how to use it. First, get the figures, and then you can see that this strap is a loose piece. It doesn't, you know, attach with the figure or mold together, so it does have some room over there to slot the acrylic piece in. So what you do is you just slot this in firmly. You can just slide it in there, and then yes, it can be removed. So what you do is you just slot the shield over here. You slot it like that, and make sure it's on centered position, and you just slot it in like that. But it does have some gap over there, and I don't know how to explain it to you, but I don't really like it actually. And yeah, but the other way you want to do it is you can just, you know, rotate like this and just hang onto it like that. It's pretty secure, you know, it doesn't fall off either. So that is how you use the acrylic piece over there and attach this Captain America shield onto his back. So yeah, next up is this Mjolnir with the spinning effect over here. We have this solid and slightly transparent looking of this Mjolnir, so you can have that illusion of it is spinning, so that is pretty nice. And at the back here we have this pack over here, very long pack, you can see that. And then what you do is you just grab the Mjolnir gesture hand, and you can just slide that in. You can have it spinning if you want it or you can just have this acrylic stands over here to support the weight of this thing over here, this spinning thing over here, because it does have some weight to it. So I don't think that the figure can withstand the weight, you know. So that is how you're going to use this one. And now let's take a look at the Mjolnir itself, and as you can see that it is really nice sculpted Mjolnir over here. The hammer does have some carvings at the end of each side, and that is pretty nice, really glossy kind of finish to its hammer over here. And then the handle sculpted really nice, it has some different tone to it. I love it. And it's a one piece, you cannot detach this primary area over here with the handle. You cannot detach, it doesn't function like the SH figure art version, which you can remove it totally. This one is a whole one piece of Mjolnir, of hammer, so that is pretty nice. It just have these lining effects. You can just slot it in and it sticks firmly, it's secured very well. So yeah. And then we look at this head sculpt over here. It does looks pretty nice, as you can see that this is the helmeted version, the alternate head, which have that little bit kind of angry kind of expression there. It does look like Chris Evans in that helmet, so I love the details on the helmet as well. The A seems to be centered, well centered. And then the paint application to it is pretty nice. There is no bleeding color or anything like it. It is acceptable in my opinion, and yeah, this is well done. And for the unhelmeted version, as you can see here, for Chris Evans or Steve Rogers facial expression there is pretty good as well. I think this is a spot on, better than the SH figure art version. I love the tone color for the skin. The hair sculpt is pretty nice too, although it doesn't have any wash or different kind of tone to it, but I still believe that this is one of the best default stock head sculpt that we get from a maker. So yeah, for mass production head sculpt, this is one of the best Chris Evans face sculpt yet. And the last but not least is this unhelmeted version. I just need this piece for accessories, and although it's slightly smaller, but I think it is okay. It's not a soft plastic or anything like that. It's very hard. You can squeeze it in, you can wear it. So yeah. So guys, this is the figure up close and personal, and as you can see here that Mafex has done a really good job in capturing this proportion wise for this figure. It is believable that this is a human wearing a uniform. The bulkiness of it and the separate piece really helps elevate this figure, especially on the shoulder pads, the straps over here for the shield, and then the buckle over here. It really takes this figure another level. We can see the depthness of this figure, and that really makes this figure really interesting in my opinion. And the color scheme also really nice. It also have this one tone throughout the color, very dull, but at the middle and the center here we have this glossiness of this textured scale over here. Really bounce the light pretty well, same as the star silver color over here, really nice. So this middle area here is very interesting in my opinion, although we have some gap on the shoulder area over here, which people doesn't really favor as much as this one. The ribs over here plonking out, you can see that it needs to be heated up and put back in this figure profile there, so it will be flush, neat and tidy over there. So yeah, that is a really simple mod that I will do after this. And then we have this hindered joint because of the strap here. It does have some thickness, so it cannot be put in position near to the body. So yeah, mine on the right side it's a bit better, and the left side is a little bit offset to the body. And for the legs over here we have some wrinkles details to it. We have some pouches, you can see that. And then this boot also doesn't really have that striking color, so it blends very well with the overall scheme of this uniform. Very brown, dull brown, gray and silver highlights on the buckle, and soft plastic at the end here. Hopefully it will help some of the pivot articulation. And then I think overall it is nice. The hair sculpt also really nice, same quality as the alternate hair sculpt, looking like Chris Evans wearing the helmet. And the eyes also really captured the emotion and the expression for this Captain America. So I really love that. At the back here we don't have much. We have really one tone kind of scheme color. Doesn't really helps to elevate this figure, but overall I think this is a really nice figure indeed. Very sturdy joint, doesn't have any loose joint or anything like that. So I'm pretty happy with this figure. It looks really great. And yeah, okay guys, for the articulation, let's go with the head first. He can look side to side, tilt left and right, looking down that much and looking up that far. It also shift forward and back because it sits on a ball joint. So let's change the head sculpt. It does sit on the ball joint on the lower neck here, but mine is too hard. I can't really turn it. Never mind, I will heat it up after this. And then at the middle section here and the waist over here, we got the ball joint articulation, so you can do a very nice crunch forward over there and then leaning backwards that far. So really nice. It does have some gap to it on the arm over here, you can see that this is a separate piece covering the butterfly joint over there, and you can actually move forward and back, rotate 360. He can raise his arm till that extent, really nice. And it has some bicep swivel over there, double jointed elbow, rotation at the wrist, tilt on his hand here, sits on a peg. Alright, and then at the lower leg here, it does have the upper thigh swivel here, and it does go down and up like that. It can do the split, right? Kicking forward that much, kicking backward, hindering, this part is hindering, double jointed knee, not too much, and it has some boot cut over there so you can swivel it. This soft plastic here is not really hindering the pivot articulation, so you can get that as well. Forward toe joint over there. So yeah, I think overall this figure seems to be really nice on the articulation. I'm very happy with the range that he has. So yeah, moving on, he stands around approximately 6.5 inch tall, and then let's take a look at the comparison with my other Captain America figures. And first of all is this Captain America Endgame from SH Figure Arts and Marvel Legends. And as you can see here, between these three figures, I think Mafex has got the likeness a little bit more better rather than the SH Figure Arts and this Marvel Legends. The skin tone for this Mafex one is a little bit better in my opinion rather than the SH Figure Arts one. As you can see, that skin tone is a little bit too yellowish in my liking, so I would prefer this Mafex version. And then we have this Sam and Bucky. You can see that Bucky is towering the height for this scale, and yeah, I don't think it is compatible right for this figure. And then we have Thor from the Infinity War, Mafex and SH Figure Arts, and I'm really not sure whether this scales right because Mafex Thor looks a little bit shorter, which it shouldn't. And this is Tony Stark and Iron Man from the SH Figure Arts, and as you can see, this doesn't scale right. I think SH Figure Arts tends to be a little bit more smaller. And then we have Nick Fury and Black Panther, and I think Black Panther should be on the same height with Chris Evans, Steve Rogers, but in this case it's not, and I think this Captain America is just a little bit too tall. But with a taller figure like Hulk or Thanos, I think this figure can, you know, blend just very well. And then you need to pose him around so the scale differences doesn't look too obvious. So guys, before I end my review, I just want to conclude that this figure is a solid release from Mafex. I think this is one of the best Captain America Endgame version that I've got so far in the market. Complete accessories, you don't have to buy another third-party product to complete this look that you're looking for him. And I think for the build up aspect, I think this figure looks proportionate in my opinion. However, it does have some flaw to it on his shoulder and his ribs, but as for me, I'm okay with it. And I do feel sorry for those who have received their figures in a defect condition, and I hope that Mafex could fix this problem, solve it for their next projects in the future. So guys, that is the end of my review. What do you think about this figure? Do comment down below in the comment section. If you feel this video is informative enough, do click the like button, smash it, and if you want to support me, do subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to click the bell notification button so you will be notified once my video comes live. Thank you again for watching. Until we meet again in my next video. Sayonara.